Hey Zombies fans, welcome back to our channel. Okay, let's be real. If you've been counting down the days until Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires dropped, then you already know the latest movie just shook the entire Zombies universe. Vampires, daywalkers, a forbidden romance, and let's not forget that wild water explosion at the end. But now that we've all caught our breath, the big question is, what's next? Is Zombies 5 happening? And if so, what could it even be about? Mermaids? Descendants crossovers? Theories are swirling, and we're breaking down everything you need to know about what might be coming in Zombies 5. Before we kick off, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more awesome content. Let's jump right in. So first, let's rewind for just a second. Zombies 4. Dawn of the Vampires hit our screens with a fresh wave of supernatural drama. This time, it introduced two new groups to the monster mix. Daywalkers, fire-infused beings who thrive in sunlight, and vampires, who harness the power of wind but are confined to the shadows. Zed and Addison were planning a summer of football and cheerleading prep at Mountain College. But things didn't go as planned. A car breakdown drops them smack in the middle of a feud between vampires and daywalkers, both of whom depend on a rare fruit called blood fruit to survive. The catch? The orchard's locked away by a gate that only opens if both sides agree to work together. Easier said than done. Enter Victor, the vampire heir, and Nova, the daywalker heir. Both are being pressured to betray the other. But something more powerful starts brewing between them: love and friendship. Yep, sound familiar? Zed and Addison all over again. Anyway, once the gate finally opens, Nova's dad, Commander Bright, tries to take all the blood fruit for the daywalkers, while the vampire leader Eldris pushes back, resulting in a chaotic fight that torches half the orchard. It's only when Nova and Victor team up, uniting their magical moonstones, that they're able to revive the orchard and restore peace. The movie ends with a powerful message: unity is the key. But just when you think it's all wrapped up, boom. A massive water vortex explodes out of the ocean while Victor and Nova look on. What was that? All right, let's talk about that insane final scene. Fans are already piecing things together, and here's what everyone's buzzing about for Zombies 5. Theory number 1, mermaids versus sirens. This is hands down the most popular theory. The swirling water at the end of Zombies 4 wasn't just for drama. It was a direct callback to the animated post-credits scene in Zombies 3, which teased both vampires and mermaids. Now that vampires have had their moment, it's time for the mermaids to rise. But not just mermaids, possibly sirens too. Think of it like daywalkers versus vampires, but underwater. Peaceful mermaids versus chaotic sirens? Yes, please. Theory number 2, Descendants crossover. There's been a ton of speculation that the water vortex could be tied to the Descendants universe, especially since the Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide tour is currently underway. Could Uma, Juliana, or another water-based villain enter the Zombies world? It might sound far-fetched, but if there's ever been a time to merge these Disney universes, it's now. Theory number 3, Victor and Nova take the lead. With Zed and Addison's story wrapping up, it seems pretty clear the spotlight's shifting to Nova and Victor. Even Zed and Addison saying, "We're passing you the torch" in the movie. So don't be surprised if Zombies 5 follows Victor and Nova as they face the next big monster conflict, possibly underwater. Theory number 4, Zed and Addison still show up. Now don't panic. Zed and Addison might be stepping back, but fans believe they'll still have a role. Maybe as mentors or guiding figures to the new generation. They've been at the heart of this franchise for years, and their presence still matters. Theory number 5, more creatures ahead. Sure, mermaids make sense, but what if we go even deeper? Sea monsters? The lost city of Atlantis? We've seen zombies, werewolves, aliens, and now vampires, so why not krakens or underwater sorcerers? The possibilities are endless. Freya Skye and Malachi Barton, who play Nova and Victor, have been loving the fan buzz. When asked what they think is coming next, Freya said, "There are so many things it could be. Loads of things live in the ocean." Even Swayambhatya, who plays Vera, hinted that the ocean ending is meant to spark imagination. It's so immortal because the message of including people and not judging people for what they look like, or what they believe in is a message that we're going to have to take with us forever. I love that we keep sharing it throughout each movie in a very different font, in a way, she said. Sounds like a new kind of creature conflict is on the horizon. And get this, Milo Manheim and Meg Donnelly are just as in the dark as we are. Meg said, I think there are a lot of ideas bubbling in case Zombies 5 is greenlit. But as the responses to Zombies 4 start coming out, that's when those ideas will kind of come to life. You'll have to wait a little bit. Milo hinted, maybe I shouldn't say what I'm about to say, but I think we just kind of throw a curveball at the end of every movie and then we figure it out. Still, they're not ruling out anything. When presented with the Descendants and Zombies crossover that could be behind the water twist, Barton said, low-key, you just hurt my brain. That's genius. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to call Dara Renee right now and tell her. Both Milo and Meg seem excited to pass the baton, but they're not out of the picture entirely. Meg opened up saying, I feel like this movie, because the four of us are involved, it's very split between the two. I think it's literally just the start of the kids' story, and I feel like there needs to be another one to tell their story. Milo also expressed, I think that one of the amazing things about this franchise is that we've kind of created this universe that can go any direction. We're really just expanding and literally getting outside of Seabrook, so I'm curious to see what happens. I think the world could always use another Zombies movie. It's almost like the first 3 movies were one trilogy, and then this is like the start of another trilogy. So while the OGs may not be the stars anymore, their fingerprints will still be all over the next installment, especially since they're now executive producers. So, when can we expect Zombies 5 to actually happen? Let's look at the release patterns. Zombies 1 dropped in 2018, followed by Zombies 2 in 2020, and Zombies 3 in 2022. But then Zombies 4 came out in 2025, 3 years later. If Disney keeps the same pace, we're looking at a possible Zombies 5 release in 2027 or 2028. That might feel like forever, but here's a little hope. Descendants. The Rise of Red, released in 2024, the sequel was greenlit instantly, began filming in early 2025, and is set to release in 2026. If Zombies 5 gets the same treatment, filming could start in 2026 and wrap in time for a summer 2027 release. One thing to watch out for? The franchise title. With Zed and Addison stepping aside, fans are wondering, will it still be called Zombies? Or are we about to get a new title, like Vampires, Daywalkers, or even Mermaids? Either way, we're here for it. The truth is, Zombies has always been about evolution. From zombies to werewolves to aliens and now vampires, each movie has layered on new lore, bigger stakes, and fresh faces. Now, it's Nova and Victor's turn to carry the torch, and their chemistry is undeniable. As Meg Donnelly said, there are a lot of parallels with Victor and Nova, and that's what makes this movie so special. It's like we're passing the torch in a way. And honestly, we're here for it. The world of zombies is only getting bigger. Whether we dive into an ocean of mermaids, get a shocking crossover with Descendants, or follow Victor and Nova as they take on the next chapter of this monster universe, one thing's clear, Zombies 5 isn't just another sequel. It could be the start of something entirely new. So keep your bloodfruit close and your moonstones charged, because whatever's coming out of that ocean is about to change everything. Thanks for watching. Who's your favorite character from Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires? Are you Team Daywalkers or Vampires? What are some of your theories and predictions for Zombies 5? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.